Tim?
It's gone. Probably should have done this at the house. So the dump valves I put on take the converter charge pressure from 80 to 40, so it takes about half the pressure away, which helps it build RPM quick. But when you get on the brake, you need that load from the converter to start spooling the turbos better. So I've got to figure out what's the best time to have those dump valves taper off to where I can get the charge pressure back in, so we can start loading the turbos more. I had a tune in there that I thought might work, but it looks like it's a little bit off. It makes about 4.5 pounds, which is quite a bit off. So I think what I'll do is have the dumps turn off at like 3 pounds, because I tried doing it at 8 and it just won't get there. So we'll see what that does. It's a little faster, but it's not going anymore. I don't want to keep trying it. It'll start getting hot. What? Just like the idle air motor, it's going to like 60% when it shouldn't. There's nothing on the tune that I can see that would command it to do that. I don't necessarily think that it's a bad. No O-ring on this. When was the last time I took this apart?
Never.
I took it apart sometime and that came out, guaranteed. You're supposed to have an O-ring in there.
Problem maybe solved then.
Maybe. Definitely doesn't help, because then you're just bypassing a bunch of air in there. Now it may not crank up or something, who knows? Sweaty.
Tell us what happened on your pass.
I don't know. Everything was good until we got up there, and then the guy trying to get on the brake, which we thought we fixed that with the idle air control, which it was fine at the time. Anyways, we wouldn't get up on the brake, and then I finally just said whatever, went. And then the trans brake's staying on all the time again. I don't really have any more ideas as far as what could be causing that.